I think Nigel's a once-in-a-generation politician. Love him or hate him. A lot of people do hate him, but a lot of people love him as well. He's brought down David Cameron, he's split the Labour Party, he's destroyed the Liberal Democrats. You're not really going to replace him very easily, are you? But I think Diane's a different kind of politician, and she's probably a little bit more steely than Nigel. So it'll be quite interesting. I think there'll be less internal issues in UKIP, probably.
It's interesting that you mentioned the internal issues because there has been some infighting in the party. Alexandra Phillips, the former head of media, defecting to the Conservatives, saying that there was an aggressive and testosterone-fuelled atmosphere. Do you think that's a problem in UKIP?
Well, she might be right. There's certainly a lot of testosterone flowing around, but I don't know if that's a bad thing. We're not, it's a party that isn't necessarily professional politicians. I don't think we aspire to that. UKIP was about change. It's affected huge change in the UK, almost without electing anyone to Westminster. If you look at Theresa May now, she's adopting a UKIP agenda, and I think our job is to keep her feet to the fire and make it happen in terms of Brexit.
You've had your own issues with some people within the party, most notably Douglas Carswell. Nigel Farage has said that he doesn't know why he joined the party. Do you think that he should remain as UKIP's MP?
I think Douglas joined the party because he's in the most Eurosceptic seat in the entire country, and if he hadn't have joined, he would have lost at the election, or had a damn good chance. So I think, I think it was good that he came at the time. It gave us momentum, but I think his values are not UKIP values.
And how is UKIP going to try and?
But I think in terms of Diane James, I think she's going to be a breath of fresh air. I think she said in her speech from one grammar school girl to another. It's going to be quite interesting.
She's certainly going to have to try and bring the factions together in UKIP, isn't she?
Well, this is very much a media invention. I know you love to talk about splits in UKIP.
Well, with respect, it's not really a media.
It caused a hell of a trouble.
With respect, it's not really a media
invention. The Labour
invention.
Party are split. It is a media thing. You've got Douglas Carswell and Hamilton and a few hangers-on. And as we saw in the hall today, 99.9% of the membership are behind Nigel. And the same with Diane James.
Douglas Carswell is your only MP, though. It's interesting you call him a hanger-on.
Well, that is regrettable, I agree.
Are you going to continue to give money to the party under Diane James's leadership?
Look, under Diane James, I think we'll do fantastically. Nigel and I have talked about the future. We're actually quite keen on maybe taking the message out into continental Europe. We had a fantastic time with the Trump rally in America, and some of the issues resonate there, and I think part of our mission is to take it into Europe.
I'm asking.
So we'll be giving Diane every possible help.
I'm asking because I know that you've said that you're quite keen to set up and fund another separate campaign group, an anti-EU campaign group. So is that still your plan? Are you still planning to do that?
Well, we already have a campaign group. It's called Leave.eu, and nearly 1 million online people follow it, and it reaches out to over 10 million people every week. During the campaign, our best performing video was nearly 8 million people watched it. So we've got tremendous reach already, and we'll continue to campaign on the issues that we all agree on.
So where are you going to be focusing your funding? So where are you going to be focusing your funding? Are you going to be focusing it on UKIP or on the Leave.eu group?
I think we're today very relieved Diane James won. I think most of the major donors of UKIP are going to stick with it. They're going to get behind her. And I think we're going to see a reinvigorated UKIP. If anything, if I had a fault against Nigel, that he was a bit soft, really, on some of the people that dissented. And really, the organisation could have been more professionally run. And I think Diane is quite steely. She comes from a business background. Nigel's an inspirational politician. His man management may not always be the best.
OK, Arron Banks, thank you for your thoughts on the new leader of UKIP.
Sophie, thank you very much. I've really enjoyed it. Thanks.